Welcome my student, welcome to my today's topic. Today we'll start the new lesson, that is coordinate geometry. Okay, so already you have studied how to locate a point on a number line in the lower classes. Okay, and also you know how to describe the position of a point on the number line. Okay, so there are many situations where you have to find out the actual point. Okay, that means its position with reference to more than one line. Okay, so now to give you the clear idea, we are considering the situations. Suppose this is situation number 1. Here you can see that there is main road running in the east west direction. Okay, here, and streets with numbering from west to east. Okay, also on each street house numbers are marked. Okay, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and this is okay, and it is street 1, street 2, street 3, street 4, street 5, 6, 7 and 8, and all these are the house number. Okay, so also on each street house numbers are marked here, already told. To look for a friend's house here, suppose, so it is not enough to know only one reference point. Okay, so for instance, if you only know that she lives on street 2, will be able to find her house easily? Not at all. Okay, as when we know two pieces of information about it, namely the number of street on which it is situated and the number, that is house number, we need here. Okay, so if you want to reach the house which is situated in the second street and has the number 5, first of all we would identify the second street and then we have to identify the house number 5 on it. Okay, so in this figure 3.1, age shows the location of the house and P shows the location of the house corresponding to the street number 7 and house number 4. Okay, here. Okay, got it. Now we are considering second case again. Suppose you put a dot on a sheet of paper. Okay, here is the dot. If we ask you to tell us the position of the dot on the paper, how will you describe it? Okay, so if you try in some manner, you will say that the dot is in the upper half of the paper, or you can say that it is near the left edge of the paper, but it is not clear now. Okay, actual position of the dot. Okay, so the dot is nearly, if I say that the dot is nearly 5 centimeter away from the left edge. Okay, and 9 centimeter above of the bottom line. Okay, then it will be the exact position of this dot. Okay, we become to know where the dot is exactly situated. Okay, so for this purpose we fixed the position of the dot by specifying its distances from two fixed lines. Okay, the left edge of the paper and the bottom line of the paper. Okay, so in other words, we need two independent formation for finding in other words, we need two independent information for finding the position of the dot. Okay, got it. Now, okay, so now we will perform the following classroom activity, that is known as the sitting plan. Okay, to give you the better idea about the position. Okay, so here is the sitting plan of the activity. Okay, so it is a sitting in your classroom. Suppose pushing all the desks together, represent each desk by a square. Okay, in each square write the name of the student occupying the desk which the square represents. Position of each student in the class is described precisely by using two independent information. Okay, number 1 is the column in which she or he sits, and number 2, the row in which she or he sits. Okay, so if you are sitting on the desk lying in the 5th column, 3rd row, represented by the shaded square in this figure, position is 5th column and 3rd row. Okay, 5th column and 3rd row. Okay, so your position could be written as 5 and then 3. Okay, so columns are along x-axis and rows are represented here along y-axis. Okay, so the position is 5, 3. Okay, at first you have to write the column number, that is 5, and then the row number 3. Okay, so if I write 3, 5, so it is the same with 5, 3? No, because 3 here is the column number and next is row number. Row number and column number are not the same. Okay, for example, suppose Sonia, we are marking here S, is sitting in the 4th column and 1st row. So we can write it like 4, 1 to describe its position. Okay, so here is the position, 4th column and 1st row. Okay, the teacher's desk is not part of your sitting plan. We are treating the teacher just as an observer. Okay, okay, so teacher here is just the observer here. So in the above discussion, you observe that the position of any object lying in a plane can be represented with the help of 2 perpendicular lines. Okay, so in case of dot, we require distance of the dot from bottom line as well as the left edge of the paper. So in case of sitting plans here, we require the number of column and that of row. Okay, so this simple idea has consequences, and this simple idea has far-reaching consequences and has given rise to a very important branch of mathematics known as coordinate geometry. Okay, so in this chapter we aim to introduce some basic concepts of coordinate geometry. Okay, so this study was initially developed by the French philosopher, okay, and the mathematician Rene Descartes. Okay, got it? Okay, so the system used for describing the position of a point in a plane is known as the Cartesian system. So you have to learn it. So what is Cartesian system? Cartesian system is the system used for describing the position of a point in a plane. Okay, okay, so now this is the Cartesian system. So already you have studied the number line in the chapter on number line system, that is the number system. So on the number line, distances from a fixed point are marked in equal units, positively in one direction and negatively in one direction. Okay, it is going negative direction and it is going on positive direction. Okay, got it? And it has the fixed distances. Okay, distances are fixed here. Okay, so the point from which the distances are marked is called the origin. Okay, so here it represents the origin. Okay, so we use the number line to represent the numbers by marking points on a line at equal distances here. Okay, if 1 unit distance represents the number 1, okay, then 3 units represents the number 3. Okay, okay, and 0 here is the origin. So the point in the positive direction at a r distance from the origin represents the number r. Okay, the point in the negative directions at a distance r from the origin represent the number minus r, similarly in the negative direction. So location of the different numbers on the number line are shown here. Okay, okay, Got it? So Descartes invented the idea of placing two such perpendicular to each other on a plane and locating points on the plane by referring them to these lines. Okay, so the perpendicular lines may be in any directions such as such as this. Okay, but when we choose these two lines to locate a point in a plane in this chapter, one line will be this horizontal line and another one will be vertical line. Okay, so these lines are actually obtained as we are taking here. Take two number lines calling x x x and x dash, okay, and y dash, okay, and place x dash as horizontal and write the numbers on it just as written on the number line. And we are doing the same thing with y dash y, except that y dash y is vertical, not horizontal one. Okay, okay, so it is the horizontal line and it is the vertical line. Okay, so now we are combining both the lines in such a way that two lines cross each other at their zeros. Okay, so here is the origin in this line, that is the vertical line, and here is the origin of the horizontal line, that means y dash line. So combine both the lines in such a way that the two lines are intersecting at the point 0, that means origin point. So the horizontal line x-axis, so the horizontal line x-axis is called x-axis, and the vertical line y dash axis, so the horizontal line x dash is known as the x-axis, and vertical line y dash is known as the y-axis. Okay, and where x dash x and y dash y cross or intersect each other, it is known as the origin. Okay, since the position number lie on the direction ox and oy, ox and oy are called the positive directions. Ox and oy is known as the positive directions of the x-axis and y-axis, okay, respectively. Similarly, ox dash and oy dash are known as the negative directions of x-axis and negative directions of y-axis, respectively here. Okay, so you are observing that axis, plural of the axis, divide the plane into 4 parts. Okay, these 4 parts are called the quadrants. Q U A D R A N T S, quadrants. Okay, got it? So here numbered 1, 2, 3 and 4. Okay, 4 quadrants here. Okay, anti-clockwise from the OX axis. It is going anti-clockwise. Okay, so we call the plane, this plane, as the Cartesian plane or coordinate plane. Okay, or the XY plane. Okay, XY plane or Cartesian plane or coordinate plane, and the axes are called coordinate axes. Okay, got it? Try to write the coordinates of a point using the following conventions. Number 1 is the x coordinate of a point is its perpendicular distance from the y axis measured along x axis, that is positive along the positive direction of the x axis and negative along the negative direction of the y of the x axis. For point P here, it is 4 units, and for Q it is -6. Okay, so the x coordinate is also called the abscissa. Okay, ABSCISSA, abscissa, and the y coordinate of a point is its perpendicular distance from the x-axis measured along the y-axis, that is positive along the positive direction of the y-axis and negative along the negative direction of the y-axis. Okay, so point P, so for the point P it is +3. Okay, and for Q it is -2. Okay, so the y coordinate, okay, now the y coordinate is also called the ordinate, 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 ordinate. Okay, so in stating the coordinates of a point in the coordinate plane, that means xy plane or Cartesian plane, the x coordinate comes first and then y coordinate. Okay, so okay, and then we place the coordinates in the bracket. Okay, so hence coordinate of P point are 4, the value of x first, and the value of y, that is the 3. That means the coordinate of point P is, the coordinates of point P are 4, 3. Okay, coordinates of Q are -6 and then -2. Okay, note that the coordinates describe a point in the plane uniquely. Okay, that means 4, 3 is not same as 3, 4. Okay, and 6 -6, -2 is not same with -2, -6. Okay, so it is unique. Okay, now we are trying to solve the example 1. So we have to find out the abscissa and the ordinate of the point B here. First, then M, then L, and then S. Okay, so look it carefully. Since the distance of the point B from the y-axis is 4 units, the x coordinate or abscissa of the point B is 4. The distance of the point B from the x-axis is 3 units. Okay, therefore y coordinate, that means the ordinate of the point B is 3 here. Okay, so hence the coordinates of the point B will be 4, 3. Okay, number 1 completed. Number 2, the x coordinate and the y coordinate of the point M will be, x coordinate will be -3, y coordinate will be +4. That means the coordinates of the point M are -3 and 4. Okay, next L, the x coordinate and y coordinate of the point L are -5 and -4, because we have to take along x-axis first, then y-axis. So the coordinate of the point L are -5 and -4. Okay, and then the coordinate of the point S will be 3 and -4. Along x-axis it is 3, +3, and along y-axis it is -4. That means the point will be, the coordinates of the point are 3, -4. Okay, now the question, example 2. Now look at the figure and try to write the coordinates of the points marked on the axis. Okay, so we can see that the point A, so we can see that the point A is at distance of 4 units from the y-axis, and at a distance 0 from the x-axis. Okay, therefore the x coordinate of A is 4 and the y coordinate is 0 here. That means the coordinate of the point A will be 4 comma 0. Okay, next the coordinates of B will be, the x value will be 0 here. Okay, and the value of y will be 3. That means the coordinates of the point B will be 0 comma 3. Okay, okay, and the coordinates of C will be minus 5 comma 0. Okay, because it is at a distance 0 from the x-axis. Okay, now the point D, the coordinates of D will be 0 comma minus 4. Okay, it is 0, the x coordinate is 0 because it is at the distance 0 from the y axis. Okay, and here the distance is minus 4. Okay, so that means the coordinates will be 0 minus 4. And at last the coordinates of E, the coordinates of E will be 2 by 3 and then the value of y will be 0 because distance is 0. Okay, from the x-axis. Okay, so the coordinates of E point are 2 by 3 0. Okay, now what are the now the question is what are the coordinates of the origin 0? It has 0 distance from both the axes, y axis and x axis, so that its abscissa and ordinate both are 0. So the coordinate of the origin 0 O, origin O will be 0 comma 0. Okay, so in the examples already given, you may have observed that the following relationship between the signs of the coordinates of a point and the coordinates of a point in which it lies. Okay, so we are checking it. We know that we are having 4 quadrants on the xy plane. Okay, first quadrant, second quadrant, third quadrant and fourth quadrant. So if a point is in the first quadrant, then the point will be in the form of plus plus. That means the value of x will be positive and the value of y will be positive. Okay, since the first quadrant is enclosed by the positive x-axis and positive y-axis, here it is positive x-axis and here it is positive y-axis. If a point is in the second quadrant, then the point will be in the form of minus and then plus. Since the second quadrant is enclosed by the negative x-axis and positive y-axis. Okay, then the third quadrant. In third quadrant, the point will be in the form of minus minus. Since the third quadrant is enclosed by the negative x-axis and negative y-axis. Okay, and last it is the fourth quadrant. If a point is in the fourth quadrant, then the point will be in the form of plus minus, positive and negative. Since the fourth quadrant is enclosed by the positive x-axis and negative y-axis. Okay, now the part is plotting a point in the planes if its coordinates are given. Okay, up till now we have drawn the points for the question and asked to give their coordinates. Now we will show how to place these points in the plane if we know its coordinates. Okay, so we are calling this process as plotting the point. Okay, let the coordinates of a point be 3, 5. Okay, we want to plot this point in the coordinate plane. We draw the coordinate axis and choose our units such that 1 centimeter represents 1 unit on both the axes. Okay, so the coordinates of the points 3, 5 tells us that the distance of the point from the y-axis along the positive x-axis is 3 units, and the distance of the point from the x-axis along the positive y-axis is 5 units. Okay, starting from the origin O. Now we count 3 units on the positive x-axis and mark the corresponding point as A. 1, 2 and then 3. Okay, and now starting from A, we move in the positive directions of the y-axis and count 5 units and mark the corresponding point as P. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Okay. Hence the position P, hence P is the position of the point. Okay. Note that P lies in the first quadrant since both of the coordinates of P are positive. Okay, so it is 3, 5. Similarly, we can plot the points Q, that is 5 and -4 in the coordinate planes. The distance of Q from the x-axis is 4 units along the negative y-axis. So its y coordinate is -4. Okay, so it is Q whose coordinates are 5 and then -4, because why it is -4, because the distance of Q point from x-axis is is 4 units in the negative y-axis direction. Okay, and the distance of the point Q from the y-axis is 5 along the positive x-axis, so that its x coordinate is 5. Okay, so the coordinate of the point Q are 5 minus 4. Okay, now the second question is, locate all these points in the Cartesian plane. Okay, so taking 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit. Okay, so distances are same, 1 unit in the positive direction, positive x-axis direction and positive y-axis directions also. So the position of the points are shown by dots here in this figure. Okay, so in the example above, you see that 5, 0 and 0, 5 are not at the same position. Similarly, 5, 2 and 2, 5 are at different positions here. Okay, also -3, 5 and 5 -3 are at different positions. So by taking several such examples, we will find that if x is not equal to y, then the position of x, y in the Cartesian plane or xy plane is different from the position of y, x. Okay, so if we interchange the coordinates x and y, the position of y comma x will differ from the position of x comma y. Okay, this means that the order of x and y is important in x y coordinate, therefore xy is called an ordered pair. Okay, so the ordered pair xy is not equal to ordered pair y x. Okay, got it? Also x comma y equal to y comma x, the coordinates will be the same on the both sides if the value of x and y will be the same. There is the coordinate of x will be equal to the coordinates of y. Okay, got it? So here the first point is 5, 0. So we are going distance 5 from the positive y axis, that is 5, and here it is 0, that means the distance from the positive x axis is 0, that is 5 0. Okay, the next point is 0 5. 0 5 is here. So here the distance from the x axis, positive x axis, is 5, and the distance from positive y axis is 0. That's why its coordinates are 0 5. Okay, got it? Then 2 5. So the point is 2 5, we have to locate. So at first we have to go 2 units from the y axis, positive y axis, and then the 5 units, that means 5 units distance from the positive x directions. Okay, so all in these coordinates the sign is plus plus, that means all these points will lie on the first quadrant. Okay, then the minus 3 and 5. Okay, so we know that in the second quadrant the sign will be negative and then positive. Okay, so the distance here from the x axis is 5, that's why the y coordinate is 5, and the distance from the positive y axis is 3, that's why the point is here minus 3. So the coordinates are minus 3 5. Okay, now the next point is minus 3 minus 5. So as the sign, both signs are negative, that means it is in the third quadrant. Okay, where the x coordinate is negative and y coordinate also in negative. Okay, so now the distance from the y axis is 3 here. Okay, and the distance from x axis, that means negative x axis, is 5, so that the point is, so the coordinate is, so coordinates are minus 3 minus 5 here. Okay, then the coordinates are 5 minus 3. Here the distance from the y axis is 5, and the distance from the positive x axis will be 3, as it is in the sign plus and minus, that means it is in the fourth quadrant. Okay, and last the coordinates are 6 1. So the distances from the y axis will be the 6 here, and the distance from the positive x axis is 1 here along y axis, so the point is here 6 1. Okay, so you become to locate the points in this Cartesian plane. Okay, now the example 4. Same, plot the following ordered pair of number x y as points in the Cartesian plane and use the scale 1 cm equal to 1 unit on the axis. Okay, so here the values of x are here and the values of y are here. That means the coordinates, first coordinates will be minus 3 7. So the pairs of numbers given in the table can be represented by the points. So the first point will be minus 3 7, then 0 minus 3.5, then minus 1 minus 3, then 4 minus 4, and at last it is 2 minus 3. So all the coordinates are here. Okay, so now we are trying to plot all these coordinates, all these points. So first point is minus 3 and then 7, so coordinates are minus 3 and 7. So minus 3 means the sign here is minus and the sign is positive here, that means it will fall in the second quadrant. Now the distance from the negative x-axis along y-axis is 7, and the distance from the positive y-axis along the negative x-axis is 3 here. That's why the point here is minus 3, 7. Okay, now here, now the next point is 0 and minus 3.5. So 0 means it will fall on the negative y-axis, as the distance is 0 from the y-axis. Okay, and the distance from the negative x-axis along the y-axis is 3.5. So it will fall in between 3 and 4. That's why it is 3.5 here, in between 3 and 4. Okay, and then the point is minus 1, minus 3. So the sign of the coordinates are negative, minus and minus, negative, both are negative. That means this will fall in the third quadrant. Okay, and here the distance from the y-axis, that means negative y-axis, is 1, and the distance from the negative x-axis in the direction of y-axis is 3. That's why the point is here minus 1, minus 3. Okay, then the point is 4 and 4. So the coordinates here are 4 and 4. That means the sign here is both positive. That means it will fall in the first quadrant. Here the distance from the x-axis in the direction of y-axis also 4, and the distance from the positive y-axis in the direction of x-axis also 4. Okay, that means the coordinates are 4 and 4. So the point direction, so the location of the point will be here for coordinates 4, 4. And the last point is 2 minus 3. So it is in the sign of plus and negative, so it will fall in the fourth quadrant. Okay, so now the distance along the positive x-axis is 2, and the distance from the positive x-axis in the direction of negative y-axis is 3. That's why the point here is 2 minus 3. Okay, got it?